I'm very conscious that I was able to draw on a number of sources of privilege in how I was able to respond. So I was economically relatively secure, and I had a very supportive employer in Capita who were brilliant at looking after me and making sure that even when I was out of work that I was taken care of and my family was taken care of. I had a huge well of community support. So we have a wonderful local community where we live in North London, and they really rallied around me and my family through what was a very difficult period for us. I have an incredibly supportive family. Most importantly, two amazing children, Julia and Lucas, and my wife, Eileen, who, as a breast cancer survivor, is a real fighter herself, and was brilliant in the support that she gave to me. So I'm very conscious that I brought a number of privileges to the position that undoubtedly helped me to get to the place that I needed to be to continue. I would also say that I'm somebody that's always been able to self-reflect. So I've had previous occasional battles with depression, mental health issues, but I've always been able to self-reflect, to think about what I needed to do differently and how to frame things differently and find a way to look at things through a more positive prism. And I think that that was undoubtedly tested to the extreme in the days and weeks after my injury, but I think it stood me in really good stead. I think that the series that PurpleSpace has done on confident conversations has got some real learning in this, and certainly there were things I took from it. And I think one of them in particular has always resonated with me, which is the importance of sort of assimilating how you've changed into your identity and getting to a place where you are, you have some acceptance of that. I mean, I went from this hugely capable athlete to somebody that was needing help to feed, clothe, wash, everything else in the early days of my injury. So it's a profound change. And I think you can't rush that. You need time to assimilate it. But I think unless you've assimilated the sense of what does this mean for me and my identity, it's actually quite difficult to get other people into a place where you can expect them to assimilate it. So that would be, I think, probably my first observation. Secondly, I think there's a really important piece about empathy. What I observe is that a lot of people, clearly, even people with good intentions, struggle to know how to engage with somebody who perhaps they don't know very well, or perhaps they know very well, who has a disability. And they don't sometimes know what to say. They're worried they're going to say the wrong thing. They're not quite sure how to act. And I think that it's very easy as the person with the disability to become frustrated by that, and very understandable. But I think having a degree of empathy for where that person's at and what they're struggling with, and thinking, okay, I shouldn't have to do this, but how can I make it easier for that person to understand me better and communicate really clearly what I need? And sometimes that takes you to some really, really interesting places. So as a 47-year-old man, as I was when I was first injured, when you are having a conversation with your divisional HR director about the arrangements that you need to enable you to self-catheterize 5 times a day in the office, that's not a conversation you expect to have at that age. But I think that, helping people to be comfortable around asking those sorts of questions is also really important. I still have bad days, like everybody has. And even the most positive people don't stop having bad days. But what you get good at, I think, is recognizing the bad day for what it is and not extemporizing from what is a bad day and making it feel like it's the biggest thing that you can't get past. So I think I'm probably pretty good at recognizing when I'm having a down day and just containing it and just accepting it's a down day and moving on to the next day. And I think that helps, because I think one of the reasons people have been so willing to support me and to sort of rally to my cause is people tend to be drawn to positive energy. And I hope that's something that's helped me in terms of the journey I've been on and how I've been able to work with others around it.